Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anna. If you're new here, I do makeup reviews, makeup tutorials, skincare, anything beauty related. I got you covered. Today's video, we're going to cover a new launch from Rare Beauty. Yay! In this video, I'm going to do some swatching. I'm going to talk about application. I'm going to put it on and we're just going to take a look and see how it wears. So if that's something that you are interested in, definitely keep on watching. Leave a like if you do enjoy this video, and if you haven't subscribed, please do so. All right, and without further ado, let's go. They recently launched a new complexion product. They were teasing it on Instagram for a little bit. However, I kind of guessed that it was going to be a tinted moisturizer. We are approaching the warmer months. Sun is out. We need some SPF. I don't think that their foundation has an SPF. I could be wrong. So yeah, we're going to talk about it. So Rare Beauty launched their Positivelight Tinted Moisturizer. I picked mine up at Sephora. Actually, I picked mine up at my Kohl's Sephora because that's a lot closer to me than if I were to drive to the mall. So I got it right here and I'm excited to try it out. So, all right, so I have my tinted moisturizer here. I picked up shade 26W. I did do the test on Sephora's website. If you are in need of finding your shade, if you have a shade that you are like is your perfect match and they happen to have it on the website and you're looking for a different formula, if you just plug in your shade, it will give you a recommended shade. It hasn't failed me so far, and this time it didn't fail me either. So that's how I picked my shade. So the Positivelight Tinted Moisturizer does have an SPF of 20, which is amazing. It promises to leave like a radiant finish. We're going to try it out. We're going to see. But let's just cut into swatches because I know that's, if I were you watching me, that's what I would be dying to see. So cutting into swatches. All right, so here it is, the Rare Beauty Positivelight Tinted Moisturizer. Broad spectrum SPF 20. My shade is 26W. This is available in 24 shades, which I think is pretty cool. You get 1 fluid ounce. This is the packaging. Let me actually do this for you. There you go. So that's the sunscreen that's in it. And we're gonna open. Packaging is really nice. It's smaller than I thought it would be. Well, kind of. I don't know. So really pretty simple. I'm not sure what the like little divot here is, but I do think that for somebody who, like, if you have arthritis or maybe have a hard time gripping, it is going to make it easier because you can just kind of put your finger here and kind of go like that. So you have something to kind of hold on to. Sorry. I don't know why this keeps getting out of focus. So I'm going to take that. It comes in a dropper form, which is really great. You're supposed to shake it before applying it. So I'm going to shake it. This is supposed to have a radiant finish. It's for all skin types. I'm going to swatch it. So my skin on my hand is a little bit dry, but that is the color. It feels really nice. It's not super fluid. It's almost like a gel kind of finish. It looks light on my hand, but I promise it works better on my face. I swatched a few shades at the store, and this was the best one. It definitely feels moisturizing. So that is the finish. You can see the light kind of like bouncing off a little bit. So I do think it's got a radiant finish. So we're going to try this on and see how it looks on my skin. All right, so you saw the swatch. I know, like I said, the shade looks a little bit light on my hand, but I promise you it does work on my face. When I was at Sephora, I had my husband with me, and I always have him like as a second opinion to check. Like I'll swatch myself here, 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 and he'll be like, no, this is like a little bit too orange, or this was the one that was the best match, and it happens to be the one that the Sephora website said would be the perfect match for me. So that's why I went with this one. Now, something quick that I want to talk about in regards to the packaging. It has like this little divot here, And I don't know if it was because it's supposed to be more like user friendly, or like if somebody has like arthritis, or, you know, they just can't grip very hard, but it does make it easy to, like, I can hold this part here and just turn. So as somebody who does have arthritis, when I do have a flare-up, I know it's annoying and like my fingers will bother me. So something like this does make my life a lot easier. All right, so online it does say there are 2 ways to apply this. Well, I mean 3 ways technically. It's recommended that you warm it up between your fingertips and apply it to your face. The other option too is to use the foundation brush. So I'm going to do that. The other thing too that it says is to try using it with a primer. I usually don't wear primer, but if you happen to be someone that does have the primer and you want to see how it like looks with it, I'm going to show you. I'm going to do half of my face with the primer, half of it without, because I am curious to see what the finish is like. Now, I have prepped my skin how I normally do, and my skin at the moment is not at its best at all. I had some kind of reaction on my cheek, so my cheek is a little bit drier, but I did like over moisturize just to compensate that, because the way my skin is looking right now, it's like textured and dry. I didn't want to give this a bad review because my skin is not in the best condition. So I just wanted to kind of let you know about that. All right, you got to take it and you have to shake it. So I'm going to do that. It does come in a dropper form, very similar to like MAC Face and Body. I do like this because you don't really have that cross-contamination issue. I prefer when the package is like this because I can kind of just dot it on the back of my hand, and I just prefer it. All right, so I'm going to take the Illuminating Primer, Rare Beauty, and I'm just going to put that on this side of my face. Guys, I did adjust my lighting and my audio, so please, if you can, if you're a regular follower or you just want to give me some input, please let me know if you like it, if you can hear me clear. I know in the past I've had issues with my audio being too low, and I would truly appreciate any feedback, so help me. All right, gonna let that kind of set. On this side of my face, I'm just gonna take it, I'm gonna warm it up, and I'm just gonna press it, and we're gonna see how it sits. I was looking at the ingredients in this, and it's like water, dimethicone, and talc, which is a little bit confusing to me because when I see talc and dimethicone, I think more of like a matte finish, but I could be wrong. This is just my guess. So I'm going to apply it with my fingers on this side of my face. It's gliding on very, very nice. The formula is pretty thin, actually. It comes out almost like a gel. Like, look. You see how it's not really, like, it's not traveling, it's not as, like, fluid. It comes out like a gel, but when you apply it, it applies very, very nice, actually. Okay, and it doesn't have, like, a strong SPF scent at all. It's very, very subtle. So I'm applying it. The coverage is actually pretty nice. I would say it's a nice light coverage. It really does like move on the skin nice. It almost feels like a serum. So I do like that. See, the color matches my face really good. So I'm super happy about that. All right, that looks nice. It actually does look radiant. I don't know why I thought it was going to be more like almost like a soft matte or something like that, or like a demi matte. Clearly I was wrong. Gonna take more and I'm gonna put some on the back of my hand. Now I'm going to use the Rare Beauty foundation brush. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna tap it on, and I'm just stippling right now, and I'm gonna pull it through. This brush is so soft. And the bristles, because they're synthetic, they don't scratch the face. Sometimes some brushes like this will scratch the face, even if they're synthetic. I don't know. It's cut very nicely. I definitely think the brush applies it more sheer than my fingers do. Let's see, I'm going to go for another layer. This side of my skin is a little more irritated. Yeah, it's almost like the brush sucks up the tinted moisturizer. Yeah, it's almost like it sucks it up. I don't like it with the brush. If you're a brush person though, obviously feel free to use a brush. I don't like it with a brush. I actually prefer it with my fingers. But then again, I have a tendency to put my foundations on with my fingers all the time. But I just don't like the way it looks. So I still have some redness here. I'm going to just go over that. See how that covered it a lot better? Yeah, definitely do it with your fingers. Oh, also it does say to avoid the eye area. I don't know why I just put that in my eye area, so just be careful with that. One thing I do want to mention about products like this, I know it's a tinted moisturizer and has SPF. Just be cautious. Always use an SPF underneath because the amount of sun protection that's here is not enough to really protect you. So don't skip the SPF. All right. This is looking nice. It's definitely looking nice and radiant. It does look lightweight too. It's like, it's still my skin, but better kind of. At least that's what I think. That's how I feel. I do like the finish. It's not matte like I thought it was going to be. It truly does have a radiant finish. This is meant for all skin types, so that's great. I think even if you're dry like me, I think you're going to like it. If you're oily, it's still light enough where it's going to give you some moisture and some coverage. Maybe skip a heavy moisturizer, go with a light moisturizer. I think it sits really pretty over that primer as well. Like, if I'm looking this way, this is the side without the primer. It just looks like a nice kind of like regular finish. It's still radiant, but then on top of that illuminating primer, you definitely see like that glow peek through. So super pretty. Try it out. I think it's nice. I want to hear your thoughts. Let me know if you like it or whatever. I definitely think it's worth trying out. I mean, we have so many skin tints out now, so let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.